Hey guys, it's your fave mom and daughter duo, and we are here. First of all, before I forget, we are behind WeUNIK Cosmetics.
Yes.
So if you want some long, healthy hair for all heads in the household, be sure to check us out. The link is in the description. And today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I have some random topics for discussion in my hand, and basically I'm going to shake it up. Mom is going to read it, and then we'll go into commentary. So please pick a random topic.
All right. Growing hair tips.
Okay, so this is a great one because first of all, if you remember, and you guys don't know, but when I first went natural, my hair was like this long and I hated it. I like deleted every picture from that era, and this is no offense to anybody with short hair. It's just people used to call me like Dora Explorer and stuff because I went natural in middle school, and kids are effing cruel. So one tip that I learned, and something that I wish I knew earlier on in my journey, especially when I was going natural, is that you don't have to cut it all off at once. Mommy in her natural journey like grew out, cut, grew out, cut, grew out, cut. But I'm like a balls to the wall kind of person, and so like when I want to do it, I go all the way in. So I went natural like as soon as I had a little bit of growth, and it made the transition process, especially in middle school, a little bit harder. So that's something. It helps your hair grow regardless, but it's something that I wish I would have known. What about you? What are your hair tips?
Well, so I will add, just to piggyback off that, when we went natural, so I went natural first. First, I was on swim team for the longest, and I had to cut my hair down to like this 3 or 4 times because of damage, excessive damage, and then I would vacillate between relaxer and not relaxer, So we had to cut our hair. And when we did it, nobody else was natural, y'all. Was nobody natural. Like, even our own family would send the most insensitive comments, post them on Facebook, like call us a Brillo head, all kinds of stuff. And so now they got natural hair, they're calling us for tips. But what are my tips for growing healthy hair? Basically, for textured hair, the most important healthy hair growth tip is moisture. Moisture. The more you can keep your hair moisturized and trap water in your hair, the healthier your hair will be. Water's your best friend.
Yeah, and to add on to that, when it comes to the moisture aspect, something that also helps is, well, first of all, I have 2 tips. So the first one is when you're doing your deep conditioners, wearing like a plastic bag or a shower cap, because not everybody has a plastic shower caps, and it might be also like bad for the environment. So if you like put a plastic bag or a shower cap over your head while the conditioner is actually in there, it will allow the pores to open up more so that the moisture will actually like seep into your follicles better. And if you put like a headband or a towel or something, it acts like a heat thing, so you don't have to like sit under the dryer, but it kind of gives you the same kind of thing. The second part of that tip, I would say, would be like styles that don't require a lot of manipulation. Meaning like if you're gonna do braids, like do them and then like have a week or 2 where your hair is just out and just relaxing
your scalp.
Or like doing a braid out but not re-braiding it every single day, because one thing about being natural is like you have to accept the imperfections with the hair as well. Like sometimes when you first do it, it's gonna look like this, exactly this way, and then the second day it'll be a little bit frizzy, third day, but that's a part of having natural hair. It's like accepting your hair for what it is, and then learning styles that are low manipulation, like the braid outs, like the braids, like the flat iron, like the this, like that, and learning what works for your hair without overly doing it, because the more you brush, the more you comb, the more you mess with the hair, the more chances for breakage.
Another key tip to growing healthy hair is maintaining a healthy scalp. So I love a good scratch once a week just to clear the dandruff or the dead skin cells from your scalp that are preventing products from penetrating down to your follicles. I love to oil my scalp and use our pomade at least once a week. When my ends are feeling kind of dry, I'll put a bit of oil or a bit of pomade, keep it moving. loom manipulation, like she mentioned, because if your hair breaks faster than it grows, you'll never have any length. Yeah, that's it. Oh yeah, cover your hair at night, y'all.
Oh yeah.
I know some people say that they can sleep without a hair cover as long as it's a satin pillowcase. That don't work for me, and that don't work for a lot of naturalistas I know. So cover your hair, cover your hair, cover your hair. Bonnets are your friend.
Yeah, and to that, scarves are not the same as bonnets, because scarves, you wrap it around your hair, unless your hair is like really short. First of all, the chances that it's going to fall off at night increase, and it doesn't always cover all of your hair. Now, if you're going to use a scarf and like you want to sleep with a pineapple, you can scarf it up to get it up to where you want it to be, and then put a bonnet over top of your hair to really make sure that your hair is protected. And we even wear bonnets like if we're gonna lay on the couch, if we're just hanging out, and like if your hair is not out, it's bonneted out pretty much. So
good point. Actually, that's a very good point. All of us, I have 4 kids, 3 girls and myself. So when we like wear our hair out in public, as soon as we come in the house, the bonnet's on. Because sitting on the couch, you know, anywhere, sitting anywhere, it causes friction, which causes fairy knots and tangles and dryness and just all sorts of things. So we just bonnet it out, and it extends the life of our hairstyles as well.
Yeah. Also, speaking of fairy knots, you gotta learn as a curly girl to some level, depending on how often you wear your hair in its natural state, that like certain knots and things are going to happen. So this is like contrary to what other people say, but I do not cut my ends on the regular basis, because when I noticed that my hair was at the same length, and it was when I was like cheering and I had to wear like a certain hairstyle all the time. But like personally, I don't know like what you do, but I do not trim my ends all the time. Like it's a rare occasion. I'm not saying that this is what you should do. Don't take any of this as advice. This is educational. But I personally do not trim my ends on a regular basis, honestly.
So I will say, when I'm wearing like wash and goes and stuff, I don't even know what my ends look like.
Same
But I don't, you know, like some people like every 6 weeks is a schedule. I don't do that. I trim based on the need. So like right now, I need to trim. I need to trim pretty something awful. But once I trim it, if it lasts 6 months, it lasts 6 months. If it lasts a week, it lasts a week. I trim it as
the need. Yeah.
Because our hair is as moody as we are.
Right.
And your hair may need a trim every 6 months in one season, but the next season, it doesn't. So.
Right. And on a similar note, I'm not like on a regimen of like washing my hair either. I condition it a lot compared to washing, but like I used to, when I first went natural, I was like, okay, I gotta wash my hair every week. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna wash my hair every other week. Then I was like, okay, I'm gonna not wash it and see what happens. And for me personally, not washing my hair super often has worked out the best for me. I don't know about and like I don't know about like other textures and stuff, but like sometimes I'll be honest, like I'll put water in my hair, I'll put conditioner in my hair, and I'll like do some sort of something. But like there's times where I go like a month and some change without washing my hair. Now it does give me a little snowflakes, but I've also noticed that when my hair does have dandruff, it's also like more healthy than when my scalp is completely free. And I think, like I said, it probably depends on texture, but from my personal experience, my hair, when it's a little bit more dirty, it grows better and it's healthier.
Yeah, I concur. So like this is going on, this is about to be my 3rd week for this flat iron. I try to go as long as possible without washing. I have a Latina sister-in-law. Her hair stays tail length. And she does not have textured hair, and she washes her hair once a month, sometimes every 2 or 3 months. So I'm not gonna wash it this week because I don't feel like it, and it can go another week. But I am today going to scratch my scalp, grease it with the pomade, oil my ends, oil the length of my hair, and keep it pushing for another week. And that's what I do with my daughters as well.
Yeah, I think ultimately it just is like growing your hair is secondary when it comes to health.
Yeah.
Because you can grow your hair all you want and it be looking like not great. or it can look great and it can break at
be
the
weak.
slightest, exactly, or have no elasticity or no whatever you want to call it. So I think like definitely get to the length, because I'm on the length. I'm trying to get my hair down to my tailbone, if I'm being quite honest with you. But at the same time, I learned how to take care of my hair, and then the health, like once I got into a rhythm and understood what my hair liked and didn't like, and then the pattern of how I should do my hair and how often, then the length just starts like boop, boop, boop. And before you know it, like you be like 1 month, you be like, dang, I didn't know my hair grew this much. And then like, oh, whoa, look at it. Versus when I was like checking, oh my gosh, like did it grow? And like, girl, you know your hair ain't grow, it probably fell out more. So that's my last tip.
The wash pot never boils. Okay, and so my last tip is when it comes to the health of your own hair, don't listen to other people unless they also have healthy hair. Because I noticed, especially if you're in a community or household or whatever that doesn't have a lot of experience with natural textured hair, people speak from ignorance. So don't let someone who has never had healthy hair in their life tell you what you need to do to keep your own hair healthy. Just because.
That is so true. So hopefully you guys got some good tips and tricks from us. And by the way, like, thank you so much for your comments, especially on these shorts and on our TikTok. You can follow us on TikTok as well. We are on the move, people. But like, you guys don't realize, like, your comments, first of all, it inspires us to keep creating because we know that we're making an impact. And then two, it's just nice to build community, because at the end of the day, like, hair is more than just hair. Like, people say I'm not my hair and hair doesn't define me, but like, if we're being honest, when you have a great hair day, the chances that you're gonna have a great day increases. And people judge you based on how you appear. And to be quite honest, coming from a space where I was not super excited about my hair to where I feel confident and comfortable with my hair, it's a completely different personality, a completely different thought process. So whatever we can do to be that community builder, that confidence shaper for you guys is so awesome. So please be sure to leave some comments. Let us know what you want to know, if you have any questions, because we do read the comments and we do make content specifically based on what the content is. But if you don't believe me, go look at the TikTok, go look at the shorts, because the proof is in the pudding, boo-boo. With that being said, we are WeUNIK Cosmetics. Please be sure to like this video, comment, share, and subscribe, and stay tuned, because next time we are going to be coming back with some more tips, tricks for hair, confidence building, and just anything under the sun.